Hey, welcome to day 3 of posting 100 days in a row at the end of the year. I have just finished uploading my second video, and as I was making it, I had a little epiphany. So I had thought for months about what I should name my channel, and I have finally settled on Pam's Pennies. And I kind of talked about why I chose that one. But I was open to changing it if something better came to mind, and something did while I was editing my last video. And so my new idea is for the channel to be called Pam's Pep Talks, because that really is what I'm doing. It's I'm trying to encourage you and motivate you to make some changes in your life for the better, and to just keep on keeping on, and to try to see the positive in things, and to make just small changes. And those small changes can really add up over time to make a big difference. And so I'm going to call it, at least for now, Pam's Pep Talks. And you may see me reference Pam's Pennies or Penny Pinchers in some future clips, because I have already recorded some things that are going to be used in future videos. I'm not going to worry about it. We're just going to go ahead and use it. And who knows, I may come up with a better name in the future. But for right now, we're going to go with Pam's Pep Talks. So welcome to Pam's Pep Talks. I am also working really hard on looking at the camera. Something that I noticed as I was editing is that I was struggling to really make eye contact with the camera. It's hard when you're using your phone and you can see your picture right there. You want to look at what it looks like. And so it's really, really hard. So I have actually covered up most of the picture to remind me to look at the camera. So we'll see how I do. All right. So today's pep talk is actually about motivation. And the other day I was thinking, as my son was struggling to get up for work, I was thinking about when I was about his age, and I was in college, and I was dating my husband. We were boyfriend, girlfriend at the time, and we would meet at every opportunity we had, because we just wanted to spend time together. We were excited to see each other. We wanted to spend time together. And if that meant getting up early so that we could get to breakfast before it closed, that's what we would do. We would meet for breakfast. Now, I worked several mornings a week at the dining hall at my college, and we couldn't meet for breakfast on those days because I was working during that time. But, and that was I had a different motivation to get up early that day. I didn't want to get in trouble for being late, and the only chance that I had to eat breakfast was to get there early. Before my shift even started. So I would get up early, get there, get changed into my uniform, and then shovel in as much breakfast as I could because the work I was doing was hard. I was burning a lot of calories, and it was going to be a long time till lunch. So I was motivated knowing how much I was going to need that food. But on the days that I wasn't working and had a chance to meet my boyfriend at the time, husband now, I was motivated to get up and to get to meet him for breakfast before our first class at 8 o'clock. So that meant, getting there, getting up and out pretty early. Now, there was other motivation to be there for breakfast. Number one, it was already paid for. It was part of room and board, was to be able to eat at the dining hall at the college. And so if I didn't, it was like I had paid for something but not actually gotten it. And so it made sense to eat what I'd already paid for. And it was good breakfast. There were like choices and yummy things, and that's where I learned about biscuits and gravy and gained my freshman 15. But anyways, I had already paid for it. I also didn't want to be hungry all throughout the morning on the days that I was going to class. I find that sitting in class and having to think really hard like that burns calories too. Like, it's a different kind of energy that I'm using, but it's still burning energy. So I didn't want to be hungry, but I could have eaten something in my room. I had Pop-Tarts for emergency cases. But the real motivation was that I wanted to see my sweetheart. So that meant getting up probably at 5:30 to get to the shower, get dressed. This was kind of at the tail end of the big hair days of the first half of the 90s. And so it meant doing my hair, and I wanted to look pretty for him. But you know what? I never once resented getting up early. I didn't resent him because I had to get up early to see him. I was so motivated to see him, to come walking up the sidewalk and see him smiling at me. And as soon as he'd see me, he'd take my backpack from me. He'd take my coat and hang it up. Total gentleman. But I was thinking about how I was motivated when my husband and I were dating. We were motivated to do certain things because we wanted to see each other. We wanted to spend time with each other. And so there's different things that motivate you to do different things. And in this case, I was motivated to get up early because I wanted to spend time with my boyfriend. And it was worth it. It was totally worth getting up early. The loss of sleep, I never questioned it. Like, when we would part the day before, or we would say meet for breakfast, and we would say what time. There was never a question of if we would. It was just agreeing, yep, gonna be there. We were motivated by love. And that is a very, very strong motivator. So sometimes we're motivated by love. Sometimes we're motivated by hunger. Sometimes we're motivated by money. Hunger and money were both motivators for me to go to breakfast. But sleep is a pretty strong pull. And so I might have said, I'll just sleep in and eat a Pop-Tart, if it had not been for the motivation to see my sweetheart. So just thinking about things that motivate us was just kind of something that I wanted to talk about. And so what is your motivation for whatever you're doing? You're going to have different motivations for different things that you're doing and at different points in your life. And so just kind of thinking about that is just all that I want to talk about today. So what is your motivation? What motivates you? What would motivate you to do something? So that's all I have for today. And so let's go ahead and do our habits. Now, I kind of messed up the breathing counting on the last one. I'll try to do better. I should have thought through how to do this a little bit better. But I think that I will breathe in and I will put up my fingers to count, and then I'll just hold it. And then to breathe out, we'll go back down. I think that'll make more sense. and then we'll hold it for 4 counts, and we'll do that 3 times. Okay, so ready? Remember, we're going to breathe in from our diaphragm. So it's going to be nice deep breaths. So you're going to fill from the bottom up to the top. All right, ready? Good. All right, get your water. I've got my water here. So I'll give you a second to get yours. Pause the video and come on back. All right, here we go. Let me get this turned around. I like to drink on the side that's got the biggest space there. You can't see that. See the biggest space, like where that meets? I drink from that side. You didn't need to know that. All right, here we go. All right, almost there, about a third left. Okay, there we go. All right, ooh, that feels so good. All that breathing and then drinking all that water. I really have not drunk enough water today. I have had just a splitting headache, and I don't know if it's because of the weather. We had like a tropical cyclone come through, you know, a weather system that has different pressures, and I don't know if that's what's causing it, but probably should have upped my water intake. I just did what I normally do, which I will make a video. That's on the list of things to make videos about, is my water drinking habits. Okay, so the last habit we're gonna do, as we always do, is to write down, or at least think about, something that we are thankful for. So I'm going to write my husband. All right. My husband. Now, as you can see, I'm in a different location today, so I'm not sure where I'll be videoing the next one, but we'll catch up. You'll see the chain growing. All right, so that's my 2 cents. What's yours? What motivates you? Do you struggle with motivation? Are these videos helping? Leave me a comment. That would be encouraging. And something else that's encouraging would be if you just click the like button, and if you subscribed. Subscribe if you want to join me on this journey of Pam's Pep Talks. And I looked up a whole bunch of motivational quotes. Hang on, let me get one for you. Okay, so today's quote is from Rick Riordan, the author, and he says, "Love is the most powerful motivator in the world. It spurs mortals to greatness. Their noblest and bravest acts are done for love." So just a thought to leave you with there, that love is a very powerful motivator. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.